Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Not 120.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, kill.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, fellas.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 49's the mic. Watch.
Hold on. Check.
You must.
A shotgun snap for goal. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, lift.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
Crunch time, defense. Hey, alert 3.
4 down.
Check 13.
12. Hey, Todd.
Gone.
Check 31.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebackers, Von Miller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Real.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 96.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You can't block me.
My touch.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mo Alley-Cox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the blood, motion, blood.
Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Super.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We go tonight. 180.
Here we go. Check.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike, 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now Goff on 1st down. Jones has it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result,
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, Kamara, 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
180.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
180.
Let's go, D. Big serious right here. We got to step up.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
And the Vikings first down.
Set. 20.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey. Hey, alert. Hey, Alpha.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Danny.
Let's go.
And again, it's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield, and this ball winds up being intercepted.
Super one.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Exit.
After the interception, here's Gall. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Hey, orbit.
50. Mike's 50.
Super. Louis.
Check three.
Throwing again on second down. Goff, he completes it to Jones. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
And we got to get to the ball.
Hey, let's go.
Let's get
Go ground.
54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Me and you all day. All day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set. 180.
96. Here we go. Here we go. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down.
One touch.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hurry, hurry. One touch.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Mayfield. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mayfield on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch 41. Watch 41.
Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Goff now looking to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
50's the mic. Stay with your man.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught here by Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Boswell for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Panthers 13. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, 180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Good. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Hurry, hurry.
58's the mic, 58.
My touch.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Let's go, let's go.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Good. 180.
58's the mic. All day, just like that.
Real.
Check 52.
My touch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm coming. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 11.
Mike. 180.
Push him back. Push him back.
My touch.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Come on, fellas. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for.
So much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And Amendola's got it. Complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Goff now looks to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hurry!
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Curse. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Hurry! Hurry!
First down, Mayfield. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Kamara trying again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, zoom. Mike's 5-4. Hey, come on now.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Open man is Robbie Anderson. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
5.
Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
On first down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Save. Check 9.
Maverick.
Here's Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, here we go. Hey, Shell.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Set. 180.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Motion,
Orange.
On 1st down, it's gone. This complete to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
Obama.
Here we go.
12.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Look, 180.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Now Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. leads to second and goal.
Second down and goal. Goff. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Fourth and goal.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Gone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final